Hello everyone, welcome back to our Senior Healthcare channel, where we learn together simple yet helpful knowledge to maintain good health, vitality and a relaxed mind during the golden years. As men enter middle age and their senior years, many notice silent changes in their bodies. There is morning fatigue, gradually decreasing energy, and a decline in vitality that causes concern for many. Some believe this is an unavoidable part of aging. However, according to Dr. Wein, a testosterone expert in the United States and a member of the American Urological Association, AUA, many issues related to male physiology and hormones in old age can actually be improved if we clearly understand the mechanisms and apply simple daily habits. In today's video, we will explore a gentle morning habit that can bring very positive effects for hormonal health and male sexual function in old age. If you find this topic helpful, please leave a comment sharing your age so we will have more motivation to create even more practical content. When passing the ages of 50, Lucia, or even 70, many men begin to notice quiet signals from their bodies. Each morning upon waking, the sense of alertness is no longer the same. Flexibility, agility, and especially male sexual strength gradually change. Many often think this is simply the natural result of aging. But in reality, behind these signs lies a series of complex changes within the body. One of the most important factors is the decline in testosterone levels, according to research from the National Institute on Aging, NIH, after the age of 30. Testosterone levels in men decrease by about 1% each year on average. In the short term, that number may seem small. But after several decades, testosterone levels drop significantly, directly affecting vitality, arousal, muscle health, and the flexibility of the circulatory system. In addition, the circulatory system also gradually changes. The small blood vessels, especially those critical for male sexual function, begin to lose flexibility, narrow, and become less elastic. This process happens silently and is difficult to recognize immediately. Only when the body responds more slowly and the morning sense of well-being decreases do many people begin to feel concerned. Furthermore, accumulated stress over time is also an important factor. Worries about health, finances, and family create chronic pressure that causes the body to continuously produce cortisol, a stress hormone. Prolonged high cortisol levels negatively affect testosterone, disrupt the autonomic nervous system, and consequently impact the body's natural sexual response. However, the good news is that these systems have not been destroyed. They are simply asleep and can be reawakened through scientific, safe, and easy to practice morning habits. Morning sunlight exposure, a natural energy source for male sexual health. You may be surprised to know that with just a few minutes of exposure to natural sunlight each morning, the body can receive valuable signals to support hormonal health and male sexual function. According to Dr. Michael Erwig, a testosterone expert in the United States, morning sunlight acts like a natural alarm clock for the body. When sunlight touches the skin and passes through the retina of the eyes, signals are sent to the hypothalamus in the brain, which controls the body's daily biological rhythm. This region instructs the endocrine glands to start producing testosterone and many other important hormones. Not only that, early sunlight also stimulates the body to produce nitric oxide, a molecule that helps dilate blood vessels. As a result, blood flows better to various organs, including the areas supporting male sexual function. When blood circulation improves, the natural strength and stability of vitality in old age are gradually restored. In clinical practice, many elderly patients have shared positive results after just a few weeks of maintaining this habit. Each morning, after waking up, Simply step outside onto the balcony or garden and allow the gentle sunlight to shine on the face and arms for about 10 to 15 minutes, even on cloudy days. Natural light remains strong enough to create beneficial biological effects on the body. However, it is important to avoid sun exposure during harsh sunlight after 9:40 a.m. to protect the skin and eyes. Those with a history of dermatological conditions or who are taking medications that cause light sensitivity should consult a doctor before starting this habit. By turning morning sunlight exposure into a habit, you not only support hormonal function in old age, but also improve sleep, mental clarity, and increase energy for the entire day ahead. Deep breathing, the neurological bridge to sexual function. In addition to morning sunlight, there is a very simple habit that many people often overlook, which is deep breathing. In fact, the way we breathe each day greatly affects the nervous system, which in turn indirectly impacts male sexual function and vitality in old age. According to experts at the American Neurological Association, AUA, when the body is constantly under long-term stress, the brain operates in a natural defense mode. At this time, the sympathetic nervous system dominates, causing blood vessels to constrict, the heart rate to increase, and testosterone levels to gradually decline over time. This condition weakens the body's natural sexual response, while also leading to fatigue, anxiety, poor sleep, and reduced confidence in daily life. What is special is that the human body is also equipped with an opposite switch through the parasympathetic nervous system. When this system is activated, blood vessels dilate, the heart rate slows, and the mind relaxes, and favorable conditions are created for male sexual hormones to function stably. One of the simplest ways to activate the parasympathetic nervous system is to practice deep abdominal breathing each morning. The technique is very gentle. As soon as you sit up in bed, close your eyes and place one hand on your lower abdomen. Breathe in deeply through your nose. Feel your abdomen expand, and then slowly exhale through your mouth and feel your abdomen flatten. Do this about 10 times over 1 to 2 minutes. Each deep breath is like sending a safety message to the brain, helping to stabilize the nervous system, thereby allowing blood circulation to flow more smoothly to the organs, including the male sexual function area. For many older gentlemen, after just a few weeks of maintaining this breathing exercise each morning, they clearly feel a sense of relief in the mind, improved sleep, restored morning vitality, and gradually natural sexual strength begins to return. Sen, pelvic floor exercises, the hidden muscle group that determines male sexual quality. When it comes to caring for male sexual health in middle age and old age, many people often think only about hormones or blood circulation. However, there is an equally important factor that is rarely mentioned, which is the strength of the pelvic floor muscles. This muscle group lies deep beneath the lower abdomen and functions like a valve that regulates blood flow during the maintenance of sexual vitality. When younger, the pelvic floor muscles usually work well without us even noticing. But over time, with increasing age, a sedentary lifestyle, prolonged sitting, being overweight, or even after certain lower abdominal surgeries, these muscles gradually weaken. As a result, it becomes difficult to maintain stable blood flow to the male sexual area. This is also why many men share that they still feel desire but cannot maintain stability as before. Fortunately, the pelvic floor muscles can recover quite quickly if exercised regularly. The simplest method is the muscle squeezing exercise, similar to when we try to stop urination midway. Each morning, you can gently contract this muscle group for about 3 to 5 seconds, then completely relax. Repeating 10 to 15 times, you may practice while brushing your teeth, waiting for coffee to brew, or while sitting and resting, since the exercise is almost unnoticeable from the outside, it is very discreet and suitable to do anywhere. Many men have shared that after about 4 to 6 weeks of maintaining this exercise, they clearly feel better control, more stable vitality, easier urination, and a significant reduction in urine leakage, especially at night. This is also a sign that the pelvic floor muscles are becoming stronger again, providing positive support for both the urinary system and male sexual function. However, those with a history of severe cardiovascular disease or abdominal surgery should consult a specialist before starting this exercise. So, breakfast that supports hormones and circulation, after awakening the endocrine system, regulating the nervous system, and activating the pelvic floor muscles, the body needs an appropriate source of fuel to maintain stable functioning throughout the day. This is the important role of a healthy breakfast. Many older gentlemen start their mornings with a slice of white bread, a few spoons of sweetened cereal, or simply a cup of black coffee. Although these foods may seem quick and convenient, they silently have negative effects on blood circulation and male sexual health if consumed over many years. According to analysis from the Journal of Urology, a breakfast high in refined carbohydrates and fast sugars can cause a sudden spike in blood sugar, leading to blood vessel constriction and limiting blood flow to organs necessary for male vitality. Instead, a breakfast that supports hormonal function in old age should be nutritious and balanced. For example, eggs provide choline, a nutrient that supports natural testosterone synthesis. Beets and dark leafy greens such as spinach contain high levels of natural nitrates, which help increase nitric oxide production and improve blood vessel dilation. In addition, avocados are rich in monounsaturated fatty acids, which enhance the elasticity of blood vessel walls. A simple breakfast may include 2 boiled eggs, a plate of greens, a few slices of avocado, and a glass of warm water. Occasionally, you can add some almonds or walnuts to provide omega-3 fatty acids that support cardiovascular and male sexual health. However, gentlemen who are taking blood thinners, cholesterol medications, or have other chronic conditions should consult a doctor before changing their diet to avoid unwanted interactions. By making proper food choices from the first meal of the day, you not only nourish stable hormones in old age, but also protect blood circulation and maintain a natural, sustainable energy source throughout the entire day. The key factor, turning it into a daily habit. Throughout the process of caring for the health of older men, one thing that health experts like Dr. John E. Morley, a specialist in geriatrics and aging hormones in the United States, always emphasizes this: lasting results do not come from complexity, but from daily consistency. As we enter old age, the body becomes more sensitive to sudden changes. Therefore, instead of applying strong interventions, maintaining small habits each morning brings safe and long-lasting benefits for male sexual health. In reality, many men feel very enthusiastic when they first start, but after a few weeks, they gradually lose focus due to busyness, fatigue, or simply forgetting. That is why attaching each small habit to regular morning activities helps maintain the routine more naturally. For example, while waiting for the water to boil for coffee, you can step out onto the balcony to receive the early sunlight. Before opening your phone to check messages, take 1 to 2 minutes to practice deep breathing to stabilize the nervous system. While brushing your teeth each morning, you can practice gentle pelvic floor contractions. After all these, having a balanced breakfast completes the entire recovery cycle for hormonal health and vitality for the new day. This consistent repetition gradually creates a positive cycle for the body. Aging hormones receive regular signals to stabilize production The blood circulation system operates smoothly. The parasympathetic nervous system maintains relaxation, ready to support natural sexual function without external intervention. The important thing is not to force yourself to change everything at once. If it feels difficult, just start with one habit first. After noticing some improvement, you will feel more motivated to add the next habits. Many men have shared that after just a few months of gently maintaining these habits, they not only experience improved natural vitality but also clearer mental focus, deeper sleep, and a return of confidence in daily life. For older adults, gentle but consistent practice is the safest and most sustainable medicine for both overall health and male sexual function. Luke, the deeper meaning of the method. When talking about male sexual health in old age, many people often think it is simply a private matter, only revolving around the body's physical response. But in reality, behind the positive changes in aging hormones, blood circulation or pelvic floor control, lies a comprehensive recovery of physical health, mental well-being, and quality of life. Many gentlemen have shared that the most wonderful thing is not only having a healthier body, but also the feeling of confidence, self-mastery, and regaining the image of the person they once were, according to records from the National Institute on Aging (NIH). When the hormonal, nervous, and vascular systems work together in harmony again, the entire body enters a state of natural balance. This improvement not only affects male vitality, but also helps stabilize blood pressure, improve sleep quality, foster a more optimistic spirit, and sharpen memory. One common experience among men after the age of 60 is the gradual narrowing of life's joys, prolonged fatigue, restless sleep, frequent nighttime urination, daytime leakage, or anxiety about the prostate make them gradually withdraw from life. Many even reduce social interaction, limit intimacy with their spouse, and smile less and less. Therefore, by applying simple but consistent morning habits such as early sunlight exposure, deep breathing, pelvic floor exercises, and healthy breakfasts, they not only restore natural sexual function, but also reopen the door to the colourful life they once enjoyed. Many gentlemen have said that after several months of persistence, what makes them happiest is the feeling of being themselves again. The body no longer feels sluggish. The mind feels refreshed. They smile more easily with their wife, children, and friends, and even dare to start small plans that they once hesitated to pursue. For older adults, sometimes simply regaining control, mastering their body, and waking up each morning with gentle but stable energy is enough to bring great meaning to the years ahead. We have just gone through a very gentle yet meaningful journey for male sexual health in old age. The silent changes of aging are inevitable. But how the body responds and adapts can be adjusted through simple habits with just a few small steps each morning, from early sunlight exposure, practicing deep breathing, gently exercising the pelvic floor muscles, to choosing a balanced breakfast. You are providing your body with favorable conditions to support aging hormones, improve blood circulation, stabilize the nervous system, and sustainably restore natural vitality. However, every body is a unique journey. If after a period of maintaining these habits, you still have concerns about prostate health, urinary function, or feel that your vitality is not fully recovered as expected, do not hesitate to seek support from professional medical teams. Sometimes a few simple routine checkups can help detect potential issues early and provide more appropriate care solutions. If you find today's content helpful, please subscribe to the channel so you do not miss the upcoming shares about senior health. In the next video, we will explore 5 gentle exercises that help reduce urinary leakage and strengthen the pelvic area. providing even more effective support for male sexual health as well as a healthier urinary system. Thank you for spending your time with us. Wishing you abundant health, an optimistic spirit, and complete joy every day.